Start off with Copenhagen versus Manchester City. Manchester City is a minus 1,000 favorite on the road. Copenhagen sitting at 22-1 on the money line, with the draw sitting at plus 900. We're going to kind of disagree on this match. I'll let you go first because I actually think City might put up another rout again.
I mean, they might. Like a 3-0 rout would cash both of our bets, right?
That's true.
You're on City minus 2.5. I'm on the under 3.5. This is a super duper sleepy spot for Man City. They have overperformed considerably. Their expected goals, 4 numbers for the season. And I know Erling Haaland is the man, and I know that the sustained pressure is likely to continue, but this total is inflated on the road at Copenhagen. And they have Liverpool this weekend. So there is no incentive for them to run up the score. They have already won this group, essentially. With a win, they will win, all but win the group, depending on how Dortmund and Sevilla play out their match. If Dortmund wins, they've secured advancement already. And if Dortmund ties, they would need some weird thing to occur in the final 2 matches for them to not win this group. So there is no incentive for Haaland to be playing big minutes. I think he may only play 60 minutes and come off. I think that makes a huge difference for this total. City has no reason to run it up. Copenhagen should give a good defensive effort at home. I think all of this points to the under in a sleepy City spot. Please pray for me.
Absolutely a sleepy spot. I totally agree with you. One of the biggest look ahead spots on the board in the Champions League this weekend. But Pep Guardiola is a psychopath, and he consistently has rarely benched a ton of guys in these type of look ahead spots in the Champions League. They were in a similar spot last year when they had just blown out Club Brugge. They had a Manchester derby on the weekend. They had no incentive to actually play a lot of their guys. They rested De Bruyne and they rested Ruben Diaz, and that was it. And then they went on and they just absolutely pasted Bruges 4-1. I think Pep is actually going to think, you know what? We actually need to win this match so that we can seal things up when we play Dortmund in Germany. I mean, City absolutely destroyed Copenhagen. They took 30 shots. They had 39 box entries, 59 touches in the penalty area, and ended up creating 4.1 expected goals. And they only allowed Copenhagen to just take 2 shots and 35 touches in their final third. Also, I found this kind of funny. Copenhagen sacked their manager on September 20th after a poor run in the Danish Super League. They're still trying to kind of find themselves. They haven't put together really that great of results like they just drew with Nordjylland over the weekend. So I very rarely do this, but I'm taking City minus 2.5 at even money. I actually do project a little bit of value on it, just because I think this Copenhagen team is quite bad. They were very, very poor against Dortmund. They got pasted by City, and coming into the Champions League, they only had plus a half expected goal differential dating back to the start of last season. Like, this team really isn't that talented, really isn't that good. They also, their captain's injured, that one of their best defenders is injured. So it's a tough spot here for Copenhagen. And I think they've, they're basically going to be battling with Sevilla for that final third spot to get into the Europa League. So I'm going to take City minus 2.5 at plus 100, and let's hope for a City 3-0 win.